Vanderpump Rules scandal rocked the Bravosphere, but what seems to be an even worse thought is that Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss could actually find their happily ever after together. Tom and his long-term partner, Ariana Madix, seemed like the perfect couple for years. However, when the former pageant contestant Raquel started to show an interest in the singer, all bets were off. Out of all the Vanderpump Rules men, Tom seemed like the best catch. Even though he was eccentric at times, he had a hard work ethic and seemed to keep a lid on Jax Taylor and Tom Schwartz's ability to cheat on the women they were dating at the time. Many times, Bravo cameras caught the guys going to the bartender for dating advice. When Tom and Kristen Duke's relationship fizzled out, she accused him of cheating, but he denied the rumors. Unfortunately, Tom's ability to lie and cheat was overlooked, but Vanderpump Rules Season 10 has shown that a leopard never changes its spots. 10 Tom Raquel have trauma bonded after Sandoval broke. Both Raquel and Tom became the most hated members of Vanderpump Rules. It was a shock to learn that after 9 years of dating Ariana, Tom had decided to throw their entire life down the drain. With fans pleading with Bravo to see the unedited footage, there will be a lot to unpack going into the finale. One way Raquel and Tom may work out is due to their trauma bonding. The psychological term is used to describe emotional bonds with an individual that have arisen due to a recurring pattern of abuse, like from angry Bravo fans, which is prolonged through rewards and punishments. The couple would have had many talks about dealing with online trolls and most likely shared the same experiences. 9 Tom Raquel love fame. It isn't hard to spot the fact that the two Vanderpump Rules stars are not only in love with their own images but also love the limelight. Raquel was never an organic part of the original group. She was a fangirl who watched the show before she became a cast member. The former model slithered her way onto the show by making a calculating choice to date James Kennedy. Even though he came with a lot of baggage, their relationship opened the door for Raquel to enter the group. Tom originally moved to California to pursue a modeling career. He tried out for numerous shows, including Vanderpump Rules. The bartender even made an appearance with Lauren Conrad on The Hills. Even though Tom is approaching his 40th birthday, he's still searching for his big break. The fact that he started and funds a band that he has named after himself screams volumes about his need to be famous. 8 Raquel's a people pleaser, which Tom loves. Tom, unfortunately, is very much like the other men on Vanderpump Rules. Like Jax, Schwartz, and James, Sandoval enjoys having a spouse he can control. Ariana was never a woman that backed down from her opinions, as she made it clear multiple times where she stood on the subject of marriage and babies. Over time, it's clear that Tom began to feel frustrated. Raquel, who's often compared to a deer in headlights, is agreeable. Raquel even shared she had an addiction to being loved. 7 Tom has a savior's complex. A savior complex can be problematic, but Tom loves to be looked at as the knight in shining armor, with Raquel making the perfect damsel in distress. A person who suffers from a savior complex often will feel they have the answer to all of someone's problems. For Tom, Raquel came into his realm of vision almost immediately after she had issues with Katie Maloney and Lala Kent. In that instant, Tom felt the need to protect Raquel from the possible mean girls giving him the white knight vibe. 6 Raquel Tom thrive in chaos. Both the Vanderpump Rules star don't like clean edges when it comes to their lives. Raquel dated James for years even though he often threw adult tantrums, had a real issue with drinking, and treated her cruelly multiple times. Instead of stabilizing herself, Raquel seemed content to be swept up by James' tornado of a personality. 5. Tom Raquel are ride or die currently. Both Tom and Raquel have a Bonnie and Clyde vibe going on between them. Since the news broke, the two have been caught hanging out at the Tom co-owner's Valley Village home numerous times. Even though they have received backlash daily, both Vanderpump Rules stars look like they are willing to go down in a blaze of glory to prove their love story real. 4. Tom is a dreamer in business relationships as much as Raquel seems childish in her thinking. Tom is also very much a dreamer at heart. No matter what the reason, Tom's ideas always have to be larger than life. Tom had issues opening up his bar, Schwartz and Sandy's, which he co-owns with Schwartz because he couldn't keep a lid on his ideas. 3. Tom is a control freak in his relationships. Raquel seems like the type of person who's happy to sit back and let her partner in crime take the wheel. Tom has never had an issue with executing plans, even when they weren't his. The best example of this is when he offered to help and pay for James to propose to Raquel. The entire event was orchestrated by Tom and made into a Coachella-like experience. 2. Raquel and Tom have similar moral codes. Both Tom and Raquel share the same definition of loyalty, but they have none when it comes to friendships or relationships. At one point, the Vanderpump Rules stars must have spoken about their betrayal and agreed that hooking up was okay in their book. With such easygoing moral compasses, the two could spend a long time together. 1. Raquel and Tom don't want to look dumb. Whatever that compatibility, the main reason that a relationship between Tom and Raquel may work out is that neither wants to admit that what they did was wrong. For both the Vanderpump Rules stars, this move was a romantic act of two star-crossed lovers, not a heartless move of lust. It's safe to assume that both will continue the facade of loving one another until the bitter end to save face. Source: Bravo, Instagram.
Love in a modern world is fake when love was meant for just